I've seen a lot of other folks that don't have storms.
Well, I
know,
tell
of course,
you what.
Of course, this news this morning ago, they had to tell me about a storm, 5,000.
3.5 weeks, or I spent 3.5 weeks playing from go through Helene, then going up to North Carolina to help my father our side of Florida. You've been told so normal hurricane, and kicked our ass. So then we're scared to shit for the second one that came around the corner a week later, and we saw up there in Asheville and many places up North Carolina that got the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah.
States. I mean, I know quite a few people that got the hell out of Dodge because of Helene. And then we had the storm come out. We hung through that storm. Had 8-foot piles of freaking trash and debris. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, this is a time of year when the snowbirds come into play.
Yeah.
My neighborhood coming through, banging on doors, asking for how much damage. And they'll put signs up there saying approved or disapproved or condemned. And the new rule is that any house that's $1,000, okay, tear your freaking house down completely to the ground. It's just because people are selling their houses for water. Freaking just spent $300,000. Oh, there's a beautiful thing. You look out the morning, she had fucking 2 feet of water inside of her brand new fucking house. Okay, her house, like I said, was only worth about $600,000-700,000. That repair alone was probably $250,000-300,000. You know, and it's that clusterfuck that you don't think about and you never expect to be. I mean, North Carolina, where the roads were wiped out. Things that a lot of people got a hard reality check on life, you know. And hey, thank you, good Lord, I was one of the 40. But there's people that have, I mean, right here on blew through fucking scary. It's like a war zone. And like I said, up there in North Carolina, where my dad in Nashville is, it's amazing how fucking these massive trees are down and fucking roads are torn to shit. People were locked and loaded. When I was up there, there was helicopters bringing in freaking shit. That's the only way they could get into people. It's these little things that I personally got this reality check on life. It's like, really, you know, at my age, I'm going, fuck, how much it is.
These people that are older, their houses are paid for, but their houses have never been brought up to code, and they're very susceptible to storms. So we got some storm surge come through there.
Freaking burned on the beach.
Well, so you want to get an electric car, buy a Ford. He's going to take all that shit. And they've got water in their house, stucco and lath.
Well, I mean, prime example. Car. These people get the insurance.
Dealt with the backyard.
Get the insurance.
Dealt with the backyard.
You know, and and restructure and. The thing about like the AC, like you know, like I said,
air conditioning,
like my father. He just turned 95, but he went through the storm, man.
Wow.
He had no power, no phone service, no internet, no water. Be eating this stuff.
No.
And he survived it, you know. But I'm thinking to myself, most people would not be able to survive. But I'm thinking to myself, most people would not be able to survive 24 hours.
Make up any shit about it. Learn everything. And
you hear these took a surfboard. He was going there and getting 80-year-old people out of the board. He was going there and getting 80-year-old people out of their houses. He made this one woman literally, because it was spread so high, have to swim down and go through a window to get out of the house. And then brought her in. I'm trying to get him on our show. But you know, a lot of people also take for granted that all of the first responders. Hell, right here on the beach, there must have been at least probably 3,000-4,000 sheriff's officers. But after sitting there and really studying it and seeing the debris, because like that one morning that we had that podcast, and I made it off the bridge, I had to move some aluminum siding off the road and push some branches off the side, but I made it off. But nobody told me all the time.
You love the police, right?
What's that?
You love the sheriff?
I don't know about love.
I'm just kidding.
But the bottom line is, you know, I sort of respect me to get off. Why should I be able to go back on? I have emergency response passes the sheriff's office gave to us residents. You would think you'd be able to use that, but no. But when my car broke down and I sat there on 22nd for like 3.5 hours, all right, I had a sheriff behind me the whole time. And him and I talked, and we got to talk about some serious different things, you know, like we asked, how come they can't give us a fucking jump? Because that's what I did in my fucking computer systems, so they don't do that anymore. All right? But I mean, there were so many stories we talked with this police officer or sheriff's officer, you know, and it's some of the stories he told me, it makes you realize there's so many people. How about right here, Largo Hospital, HCA.
Oh, yeah.
Got so lying down there, going picking people up, taking them around. taking them around here that freaking night. And this,
my mother-in-law tried to go there the other day, and they said the place was closed.
yeah, it is, because of the damage. They had up their staircase all the way up to the second floor water because that property goes down like this for some damn reason. You know, and all the water just freaking went.
That's a thing for people to realize, that you need to fix things and stay ahead of the storm. If you're in a low area, you should know these things.
To have that much storm surge, miles an hour. That door was like this. The hint right in between, it was blowing air like 30 miles an hour through that freaking door. The water was literally going through. I need to put a big old. I never had a problem with the door. It rained.
Because the wind was so hard and strong, it pushed the T-top down, and rain was coming in.
That steak ass smell. That's the thing. It's like me. Speaking about that, man, we had the tangerine. I told you the story about that. Yeah. Me and my daughter went to that orange place and got some tangerine juice, and forgot about it in the back seat.
Oh no.
She got in the car. We had a good time. She goes, I see all this crap all over the front seat. I'm like, what the hell is that? I said, what did she do? Spill something? Yeah. Come to find out, the tangerine thing blew up. 95, 96 degrees.
Right.
I had Larry, my dad, do it, plus put air sense in there and clean it all.
Tens of thousands of people that live on the beach. An older person is on these people right now. You can see it on their face.
Oh yeah.
And they need to get someone to talk to. And if you want to call us and talk to us, I can at least give you a step in the right direction.
That's so true, guys.
That's what we're here for. We're here to foster you, give you some information. And the best thing, humans don't give in.
No.
We don't quit. We keep on going.
But let's be honest. You know as well as I, there's a lot of people. I mean, let's be honest.
Biden too. Yes, mine. Because they had the old speaker.
Yeah.
He was on Fox off in the middle of these meetings, and she was in all these meetings. And we keep on asking her, or you guys ask her about who's doing this and everything else. So yeah, so it's all bullshit.
I mean, like I said, to me, this whole experience gave me a real reality check on a lot of things. I mean, ultimately, how can I say this? Double at renewal time. After these condos, the back cement walls, and some of these, when we did the tour, they were literally broken in half. And I'm thinking, okay, you talk to like the Ben Mala, that war feet coming in there. Some of you probably seen videos on the internet where people were standing there and they were ultimately, hey Chris, look at it from a different perspective, man, that you just, so many people take shit for granted. And going back to, like I said, on finances, man, out there, fully of every single, I'm going to recruit for more modern.
Nice start on that, yes.
Well, that's only.
Empty boob in there. About the empty boob in there. About the unrealized profits that they have to pay taxes on. Say your house is worth $1 million and you don't owe any money on it. You got to pay 25% of money on it. You got to pay 25% of unfound tax on that house.
Well, she's backpedaling on that one now.
Bullshit. She's a fucking lying bitch.
Oh, well, that's what I said.
Her father is a socialist professor.
Yep.
He's a communist.
Yep.
She wasn't from the middle class. What middle class fucking person has a nanny? Do you have a nanny?
No, never had.
Nanny. Do you have a nanny?
No, never had.
You're middle class. You're more middle class than millions of people out there. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I believe that 100%.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I mean, Trump in there to run this like a business.
Oh yeah, it has to
and
be.
get us cleaned up.
Yeah.
And Joe, what's
Joe.
happening, buddy? What's happening, man? Thanks for checking us out. If we don't get somebody who's going to run this country like a business,
that's what they're afraid of.
We're going to get screwed, man.
The Democrats are afraid. I stay on top of that. They're not beneficial for them at all. Trump is going to win. He's ahead in every and other places, but Joe Biden from Arizona, Las Vegas. But the thing about it is that we also need to win the Senate and maintain the House.
Yep.
And do what we're supposed to be going there. Go to a homeless person, a veteran that worked hard, fought hard for our country, who needs that help. On people coming across the border, it's all this policies. Now the judicial department.
Because of these storms, there's many people. In general, I mean, North Carolina, the prices, there's really no such thing as affordable housing.
Where I live,
price
just went up $100,000 because my house don't flood.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Let's be honest. The average people who, mainly because of taxes, insurance,
1,000 houses that are paid for, but they're also old construction.
Yeah,
they're very vulnerable.
Well, I mean, some are. I mean, like most of Sunset Beach, you could tell they were like frame house, and they just went across from a multi, let's say $10 million home, blew through that house, blew out through the garage, went across the street, and just devastated his house where everything got blown out. From the windows, front door, everything got blown. The whole thing is the structure of the house. It got blown across.
I got a buddy of mine who lives in Pasadena that I work with in the car business, Gary. The roof blew off.
Yep. Water
ran down the shaft. I'm in an apartment for a couple months.
Yep.
2 years ago.
Okay.
Her insurance company is paid her $10,000 more than what she paid for it.
Well, she had gap insurance.
No.
Really?
That's part of the deal.
Really?
Yeah. So if you got some old beat, gets notified, and it takes care of it for you.
Yeah.
You need wheels. I work at a Ford dealership, upward a bunch of retirement people. I got 95 people.
Everybody needs wheels, man. We're not like some states that have freaking different types of transportation, subways and freaking trains and stuff.
Ground's too wet.
Yeah.
And we don't fly yet. Stop making sorry, but if you feel depressed or some kind of storm depression, talk to somebody about it. Talk to a neighbor. Talk to a friend that might be smarter than you. Don't talk to me.
Let's be honest, guys. Like I said, I was in freaking sort of like I don't want to say depression, but more like really confused on where my life is. Where my life? I mean, it sort of gave me a reality check on a lot of things, you know, and it gave me more of an appreciation. At my age, how much more life do I have? Do I want to deal with people with the negative Nancy's and the people that can't seem to ultimately, but people don't want to listen, man.
You should rise up, give accessible information.
We want to tell you freaking help you game. And I'm going, how do you ever get in that position? How do you ever get there, man? And granted, I understand that, you know, if you maybe a stock market crash or you got fired from your job, but still, even if you got fired from your job,
you're still alive.
Shouldn't you be able to start saving money? Mindset, people, you have
spend my crack money.
Figure out how to make the money up.
And don't be voting for no on the weed.
I don't really want the weed.
That's bullshit. I'm driving up and down US 19. I got fast lane, but he could have smoked a fucking doobie while he's doing it.
But
dude, and then he runs into me, and then fucking John Morgan gets his way because that's what he wants anyway.
Oh yeah, well that's what it is.
Have you ever smoked a girl pretty before?
A girl pretty? What's that?
What do you mean? At 2 o'clock in the morning, you're drinking, you got some fat bitch. Little fucking titties.
I was smoking weed. I never had a fistful of money, man. That was half the problem.
I'm sorry, but you're smoking the wrong kind of. You was buying that expensive weed. So
I was smoking something, man.
You ever smoked a girl pretty before? You know the term. At 2 o'clock, everyone's gorgeous because everyone's.
Oh, that's usually the freaking 5 o'clock beer thing, man. You have 3 or 4 beers.
I'm still working at 5 o'clock. What are you doing?
I'm drinking, man. And so in my field was brought up at 5 o'clock. Yeah. It's time for our cocktails.
Okay, well, I'm just saying you don't need to approve weed. And all these doctors and I like the commercial.
Okay, the thing that I have a problem with, come from North Carolina. Soon as I get over the border, welcome to Florida. Bad, well, they're hiding it. It's like Florida. As soon as you cross the borderline, it's like, wow, welcome to the high society, man.
Well, there's a bunch of pot farms north of Hillsboro. The guards carry guns.
Nice.
Everything is on a cap. I've done business with these guys before. they have these hydroponic, huge buildings that are laid out by professors and scientists to get the optimum growing drink. And I try to take care of myself and make right decisions and make money. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
I mean, instead of being high, I'd much rather be rich. Okay.
Well, I mean that's it. But let's be honest, okay? There's a lot of people that are fucking super rich that get high and fucking drink.
Well, I was walking around my neighborhood the other day and I smelled pot in the front of my yard. I said, "One fucking neighbors around here smoking pot." And, I mean, the only reason I knew it was pot is because it smelled like someone's asshole.
Marriage proposals, Dwayne?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What country are you in? Because I want to make sure there's no extradition out there.
Be honest, I joke around my wife all the time. The only reason why I'm gonna leave my wife is if I'm gonna be freaking going after some 90-year-old woman.
I care about that, you know?
Oh, I care about that. If I'm gonna jump ship and lose freaking 50% of everything I got, you better have 150% to make up for that.
Well, because my dick's so big.
No, man, you're actually don't tell them that you're a midget, man. We popped you up in the chair there, man. You're a midget.
Well, I appreciate that, but I am married. I'm sorry.
And his name is Bobby. Get it right.
Bob? No, that's only what you see when you bend him over, man.
Why, man? You ever smoked weed, man? You ever ganja buddy of mine?
Long time ago. It's
Does it
useless.
get you fucking high, man?
useless.
It gets you high. I'm a sweet lady from Ohio. I'm 97 and I got fat. That's the kind of woman I'm looking for, man.
I got fat?
A fat ass. She
Oh.
got fat. She got fat ass. I like women like that, man. I'm telling you what, man. What Ohio you from?
Are you from the where the Haitians are eating all the cats? Or the ducks? The ducks too? I went. There's fucking 10,000 ducks.
10?
You guys.
Hell, I'm looking for it, man. You ever had freaking duck? Duck's pretty good, buddy, if you cook it right.
Oh, I can't do that.
Hey, man, I don't care. Will be love.
Oh, well.
I think.
I mean, Dan's in.
Give it to me, baby.
Yeah. I think your wife would beat you to death.
Oh, she would, man. No, I mean, let's be honest about it, okay? Going back
Yeah.
to what we talked about, and that was one of the main things we wanted to discuss here. He made this freaking
What's that?
thing to us. He said, yeah, Waffle House needs to step it up and take out so bad people are turning to be cats. And I like that, man, because they taste good. They taste cats.
I eat a lot of pie too. But I'm just saying that. I mean, I've got a video of some fucking.
If you lived over in Hades, have you ever been to Hades? Shit, because we want to freaking out there. No, but we went out there, and it's, man, I'm to Costco or I'm trying to think of there, but these people live in shacks with dirt floors, and they sweep with brooms that are made out of freaking branches. I mean, people are dirt poor. And if you eat cats, a delicacy. How about people eating monkeys, dude?
Well,
they'll put them in a freaking table, and they'll take mallets and smash it out, eat the freaking brains of a monkey, man.
Have you been watching Raiders of the Lost Ark again? But I'm just saying that there's people that have governments who don't do nothing for the people and keep them suppressed. It's been going on for thousands.
All right, Foster the People was designed to help people through some of the tough times. We're not going to say necessarily financially. We will if it's warranted. But our whole goal to some of you people out there that might be listening, and I would have never said shit to you. I'd just let you live your life. But I feel like sometimes if I'm hard on you, it'll give you a reality check on where you can make improvements in your life to make yourself do this or this. Me down to that negative Nancy road and bring me down to that mode where I'm just get there, man.
No.
You can't say never in your whole life.
There was one time, but I would, so you can turn it into $1 million worth of profit. The right avenue and the right way to figure things out so you can be productive, so you can have a track record in your own life, in your own mind of things you've been successful in, or marriage or something like that.
That's
every time.
That's true.
And people don't know this.
I think that's the difference between you and I. Afraid to even talk to their
better, stronger constitution about certain good at it. I'm probably a B plus.
I feel this with a lot of people. I feel like they exactly don't want to freaking retire because anybody. I feel ahead when you use things out.
Yeah.
If you're not working,
but if someone were or whatever less than 7, say instead of me paying you that,
yeah.
But people won't do that because they're so.
Yep.
Give them the confidence to take that step out the fucking door and get into the light.
That's exactly what
Because they're in the dark all the time.
Yeah.
Get into the light.
Yeah, you got to be able to make changes. If you're going to keep going down the same path and ask, well, why am I not here? Why am I only living in this place? Why am I driving this old car?
That's fine. You can work around your budget. You're doing. They're saying, well, aren't you going to get your most? I'm strong as a fucking horse.
Yeah. From Sonny's, man. Don't
Do you believe that?
I never
eat there. I used to go there and get the cream. You know, got rid of all this with clothes on.
See?
With
That's
clothes
what I'm
on.
saying.
So, wife orders in some food. Next thing you know, this huge fall or nothing overnight. So I think I was fine. Thusa was a pup. I did some deliveries, took care of some. Came home Monday afternoon, or about. I was telling some other people, and they kept the food, the ribs, which are cooked fresh.
Health group, don't you know the
I'm
pork?
I'm like 35% Jewish, so the pork was okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right. I like that.
Yeah, so
I like that.
that's all right.
No, I just let's talk.
Well,
There's a few that are coming.
But they were raised up high.
I know, that's what I understand, man.
So you'll see the guy pop out of the
Their
food.
brews got freaking.
And they've got other stuff down there that they. So I actually know him. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
He owns a bunch of he owns.
Yeah, he owns about 4 or 5 of these restaurants.
There's a place up on Galton Way called Rumba.
Yeah, Rumba.
Have you been there before?
Like I said, most of these beach restaurants have got. I mean, they have been cleaning up a hell of.
One of the reasons why the last storm administrators for each so they could get paid.
Yeah, bullshit.
And then order, and you get that shit out of here now. They wait to do it the wrong way.
Trucks, the Duke Energy trucks, because you got from North Carolina, but then they're like Because
well, the power was out for like a week or so.
Yeah, look here, they're just flickered and everything. That one over there went out, and I'm going, oh, this ain't bad. Got this water sale going on really quick. Yeah. We were in here, my air matches
that
because
sucks.
Around, but the problem was bounce off and hit the other floor.
You also had
all over the frame, usually within the don't get along too well, especially when you start getting tripping to our stress and aggravation. Baby, I'm sorry we went through life, man. You know?
Everybody said so.
Well, yeah, we all get. He just stated to us, tell us, it's amazing, because remember, think about the stadium.
And then the
roof blew off.
No, driven by it twice. It's
blow the roof off. Like I said, you know, how can I say?
Or propose months. Yeah. There's going to be a hurricane coming to the same side of the storm, which is the back side. We're up here. It's spinners because it was down here because that's on the front side of the storm.
Right.
And you got to look at the speed of the storm. And also this last time, Milton would have done a lot more damage if we didn't have that high pressure system and flattens out the storm. So what would you do? Exactly. The meteorite is. Would you evacuate?
Best of your ability.
Right. I know a house that did.
From the patio upstairs.
Yeah. Doors. Yes. Doors and windows. Doors and.
Black pins. I've been seeing a few houses. It's like a stretch.
The fish net thing. So when the fish come by,
back of the dock, over the seaways, fish. Yeah, but they died. But
seafood boil.
Oh, it's taking us what? Almost.
And, the fried fish.
This weekend, they're having the lobster fest.
Where?
Right here at Coco's and also Frenchie's. So they're going to be competing against. I think even Krabby Bill's might be back in business. But come on, man. You're going to get 3 knuckles for $129. No, it's like.
Me and the wife.
Yeah.
I can't tell you where I'm.
Okay. Why?
We usually go. Well, but all the dancers dress up in their stuff.
And your wife has no problem going there?
We've been going there for years, brother.
That's the kind of girl I like, man.
I've got 2 cute little girls that are my.
That's all right. I was pregnant, man.
Even before that.
Dancing.
Even before that, I was with another person, and we used to go out to Paradise Lakes. Have you been out there before?
I can't say I have, man, but I heard
it's a
slanging good time.
It's a swinging good time.
Yeah, slanging.
but it's a clothing optional place. You don't have to like.
You know, I mean, come on, man. You know who's gonna?
Because that's what they look like.
Why do I want these up like anymore like I used to, man?
I'm just saying. I mean, the girl in Ohio. Here you go.
Got that pump that he pumps with his nuts now.
One of these kind of things, you know. That's cool though, man.
No, man. Like, you know, I mean, like I said, my brother goes to this place on the East Coast, at Nudie Beach.
Remember, it's a topless beach.
I don't want to be topless. I want to see.
It is, brother.
I was. If I'm.
Catalog the guy went to jail for.
What's up with that? I'd like
the guy went to jail for that.
Well, why? Everybody else can do it.
He had private auditions with these guys. They were all doing the Bob thing, you know. He seduced them.
Wouldn't that be your own stupidity?
But next.
Why do we wait like 20, 30, 40 years later to throw somebody underneath the bus? Why didn't we take place when it took place right there?
Because someone stopped. Don't worry about it, okay?
Yeah, but think about this. Okay, look about Bill Cosby. General boy, he went down because he
signed a letter to Trump.
Right.
Because he paid her $130,000.
So pay her $500.
She's wanting to make money, and she also lost. And her lawyer.
I just ask you with limitations on this. I mean, years later and go, oh.
Or they can change. He doesn't know. It's all bullshit. Or they also said that Mar-a-Lago is only worth $18 million.
Yeah.
I'll write a fucking check tomorrow for that. Okay.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Okay. Morgan.
No. It goes back to
personal injury
who's in power. Like Joe Biden was out there, that feeble, stupid fucking idiot. He goes, we should lock him up. What the fuck is he talking about?
Hey, look it.
You know.
All I know is that
he hates Harris anyway.
Well, yeah, because you know she sort of kicked his ass out of office. But now let's be honest, man.
He's the one that won.
I really feel like today's society is growing up. When you were growing up, we have our grandchildren, we have our kids that are in their 20s. Hell, our producer Josh, 20. I ain't that smart.
Okay, as smart as I am, we can navigate. And you always want a typical example, like restitution. You want to pay all the black people. Okay, so they all get $1 million. And there's 100 million of them. All the smart people leave the earth and come back in 50 years. Okay.
All right.
Well, okay, because they'll all be broke again because they're going to have 10 gazillion rappers. You're gonna have 10 gazillion Kentucky Fried Chickens out there.
I like that.
You're gonna have a bunch
Gotta
of
have a
smoke shop stores.
I like that. Smoke shops. It's Kentucky Fried. That sounds like a reasonable thing to have.
So that's a racist. I'm sorry, but I like Kentucky Fried Chicken. In fact, I haven't eaten there as
You know
long
what?
as
You're talking about chicken. I like Church's chicken, buddy.
I don't like Church's chicken at all.
Oh, I love that, especially their buns. Oh
I
my
lost
God.
so much weight in the last.
Fish food or freaking maggot food.
My
So
doctor-
why not at least let your maggots eat healthy,
My
man?
doctor told me yesterday that I'm a medical marvel. You think how rich I'm gonna be? I'll be moving from place to place and change his name. The only thing he brings with him is toothbrush and his casket.
The thing that would suck about that, I'd like to see like my father. Everybody,
I figured
I would.
I
Help me pull my teeth
figured
out.
I figured I would clone my wife, and clone all my dogs, and clone it.
Okay, so you change it. Social Security card to get $22.
No,
I mean, at $22, you.
I'm gonna get it before you.
Well, that's true.
I'll be living it before you.
Well, that's true.
I'll be living in the same fucking house on the hill. I'll be living in the same fucking house on the hill. Shine a light on it, and storms pass around it, and go.
Oh shit! I'm coming for you, buddy. I'm coming for you, buddy. And
Well,
next thing you know, that big ass tree and that 20 goes.
Well,
and you're freaked the shit kicked out of them.
because they need to get the
Shit kicked out of them.
Because they need to get the shit kicked out of them. They're fucking idiots.
No, because we got.
Shit kicked out of them. They're fucking idiots.
No, because we got Disney's up there.
Fuck them.
Don't make fun of Mickey Mouse and. Okay. I know it's been 3.5 weeks since we've done this, and we're going to be doing this every Tuesday. Now, 2 weeks from now, we're going to be skipping that week. What we're doing. Our goal here now is to actually, in the next couple of weeks, you'll start seeing us out on the streets, banging doors, talking to people, trying to get some stories from people who've survived through a hurricane, and try to see what the deal is with hopefully our correct leader here in a couple of weeks here.
We're gonna be on the street with showing people how to hold the cardboard sign the proper way, and go and how to hold the cardboard sign the proper way, and go and spell your words the right way, and don't do it with just a pen. You gotta do it with a really big marker.
We'll show you how to steal
with like nice shoes and a belt, because we already know you got your car parked around the fucking corner somewhere.
Exactly. So, like I said, our ultimate goal, guys, as we've been preaching to you now for months and almost a year now, guys, is think outside the box. Don't think about in the box. Think about on the outside the box. And if you're getting to a point in your life where things are tough, hey, we all get there. I've been there, man. Don't be afraid to freaking speak up. Right. Talk to people, man. There's always a solution to the problem. There is always a solution. And don't ever give up hope. Like that Trump song. Fight the good fight, guys. I'm sorry I stumbled that one, but that song, every time I have a bad moment in my life, Triumph comes with that song, Fight the Good Fight. Every moment, every minute, every day, fight the good fight.
Right.
And it's so true, man. What do you think, Dwayne? Follow it up for us.
Don't be afraid. If you got an itch, scratch it, okay? I don't care if you're public or not. But still, get rid of this storm depression. There's a lot of people on the west side of Florida that have gone through a lot of things. Just keep your head up high.
North Carolina too.
Keep your head up high, your shoulders back. I was born and raised here in Florida. Went to school here. I live here. I'll probably die here in 80 years. So just take care of yourself, okay? Make the right decisions in life.
That's it, man.